Welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrienne Keyser, and I'm your over 50s fashion diva. Here on my channel, we talk about fashion, of course, but also beauty, lifestyle, travel, and anything trending in social media on any of those topics. So if you want to stay relevant over 50, you've come to the right place. Bonjour, mes amis. Bienvenue. We are back for part two of Paris Fashion Week. I am super excited for it, but I will say I did not advertise for tonight's show. I am here in South Carolina visiting my son for his spring break, and I am trying to get in as much time with him as possible. So, work does seem to be falling to the wayside. I'm not able to get things done during the day because, again, I want to spend time with my son. That ultimately is why I'm here in South Carolina. We are also filming some content together later this week. So, it's going to be really, really exciting. But tonight we are going to be covering some more shows, and I will put it up on my community tab later. But again, you guys, work is sort of a secondary priority at the moment. Today we went to the Kids Museum in Greenville, South Carolina. Such a great day, so much fun. And so we've got a lot of things scheduled the rest of this week, and I am filming it for future content. So make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you will know when that goes up. And also make sure to check my community tab once I get back to Virginia, where I'm staying temporarily. I will be back to being more consistent. I, as always, need just a moment or two to get the videos up on my screen, other screens, so that I'm not missing any comments. Because once I put my laptop on full screen, I do have a tendency to miss comments because I'm in full screen mode. And I'm going to get it up. Um, oh, okay. Let's. It's always easier to get it up on my TV than it is sometimes on my computer. Let's turn that off. Also, the lighting I am aware is not the best. I am basically using the overhead light in the room as well as my small ring light. So I apologize for the lighting. If you didn't watch um, last night's video, yeah, if you didn't watch last night's video, it's just a little bit of an explanation of my location, my setup, my lighting. And also, I found out last night I was being very loud, so I won't be as loud as I was last night. Also, this is on a really low desk, so it's a horrible angle. I wish that it were up this way so I didn't have 75 chins, but this is what we're working with. And my son's bedroom is a mess. So, yes, not the best angle, not the best lighting, not the best setup, but we are going to push through and get through tonight's videos. I did have an opportunity to add all of my additional collections that we are going to be watching the rest of this week, tonight and tomorrow, to get through all of the collections. So now they're all on my watch later list, which I will pull up here in just a moment so you can see what collections we could potentially be covering this evening. If you were with me last night, my Apple Pencil is dying. I mean, I've had this thing a long time. It has been dumped. It has been dropped all the things, but I've had it like 6-7 years, so it's time to get a new one because it's no longer recognizing on my iPad. So I will be kind of going back and forth between my word list just so that I can cross off what collections we are going to cover tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to do it in a different way so that I don't forget what I did last night as opposed to tonight. All right, so let's pull up. I'm going to grab my phone real quick. Okay. Cell phone, cell phone, cell phone. Where are you? Here we go. All right. Okay, pull up YouTube here and let's start sharing screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me get this up. Okay, got it. All right, we're good to go. Now, I am going to share with you guys. Oh, you know what? I did not do, because I always want to do Beaumont last. I did not add it. So let's add the Beaumont show, which I know is already up. So we're going to just add the Belmont show. That was the last one on my list. Then we'll go back to the watch later list, and here we go. I still have all of the New York shows to get through, but starting with, okay, we already covered Dior. All right, I keep making that mistake. All right, here we go. Start of Paris. We've got McQueen, which we are going to end the night with McQueen because I forgot to say Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone, but it is also Alexander McQueen's birthday. So we are going to finish the night with the McQueen show. We've got the Chanel show, the Courrèges show, Givenchy, Hermes. Let's look up the Jacquemus show. Let's see if it's up yet. It was not up as of yesterday. Yeah, it's still sort of the same. Yep. So they have not posted up the Jacquemus show just yet. The Lacroix show, Lacroix, don't know. That could be it. We'll add it because that was just a month ago. So we'll add it to our watch later list anyway and see if we've got time. We can certainly cover it. So we've got Jacquemus, we've got Lacoste, we've got the Vuitton, Saint Laurent, Rabanne, Schiaparelli, Valentino, Victoria Beckham, Miu Miu. The Loewe show I haven't been able to find, but this just posted like a week ago, so we'll see what that's about. Balmain and then Jacquemus. Naturally, I need to put Balmain last. And then, of course, Tom Brown and Balmain will be the last two shows that we cover tomorrow night. So make sure that you do tune in tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our final night of Paris Fashion Week. Next week, we may go back and do the other shows that we weren't able to capture over these next 2 days. But let's start off with so many good shows. Let's start off with how are we going to kick off tonight? So many good shows. let's kick off tonight with the Victoria Beckham show. Yeah, let's do that. It was streaming. You guys know that I promise behind the scenes when I do things, and this is the way. Obviously, not in Paris, sadly and unfortunately. I can always bring you the behind the scenes in this way. Hopefully, they will give us some. This was what we want. Man, we got to go 7 minutes in for that. For the arrivals, actually, if you know, if you followed me, if you've seen any of my other fashion shows, you know that I will not be belaboring over this too long. I do like to make sure that I give you a little bit of it, but we don't need to watch the whole 50 minutes. I am trying to keep each night to just about 2 hours, maybe a little over, but I do like to have the arrivals. That's always fun. If you were with me earlier this week, then you will know Victoria Beckham if you are unfamiliar and you were not someone that was listening to music in the 90s and know all about the Spice Girls. Victoria Beckham, when she became a designer, naturally she is a Brit. She is from the UK, and she started her line in the UK. And as I was saying yesterday, and actually the day before as well, sorry, no, yesterday and last week, is many of the UK labels and houses show in Paris. They wait for Paris Fashion Week to show. For example, like I said, Victoria Beckham, Alexander McQueen is another London-based fashion house that shows in Paris. Like even some Italian houses. Miu Miu, who is Miuccia Prada, her brand is in Milan. She shows the Prada line in Milan, but she chooses to show Miu Miu in Paris. So Paris is sort of the end all be all. It's where many of the houses will show their collections. Even like I was saying, Off White Virgil Abloh, when he started his collection, he's a boy from New York. And when he started creating fashion, he was creating it in New York. When LVMH bought it, they decided they wanted him to start showing in Paris. But before that, he was always showing at New York Fashion Week. So, yeah, just a little background knowledge, a little history in case you were unaware of the way some houses choose to show their collections. And if you are a sort of an overseas house and choose to show in Paris, obviously that's going to cost you. And unfortunately, they trickle that cost down to the customer. All right. I think we may have seen enough of this. I think you're getting the gist. Let's get to where the show begins. Holy spumoni. We got to go 40 something minutes in before the show begins. But let's see if we can get a little. Holy spumoni. So much dead air. Good Lord. That's too much, too much, too much. But this is what I mean, these houses on their channel, they that's what they want on their channel. They want the streaming part. They want the arrivals. I mean, this is all being streamed on their own channel. So this is the way they want to. This is the way they choose to uh, post their videos with literally just I mean, this is a live stream here, but I only give you a little bit of dead air. Usually around the 1 hour mark, we do a stretch, bathroom break, slash if you need to get a snack or second drink or whatever you need to do, you know. But I certainly wouldn't leave like 15 minutes of dead air. That's a lot. All right. Let's get on to the dang show. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Um, Historically, Victoria Beckham always does women's wear. But to say, she dabbles a little bit into menswear. What I will also say about Victoria Beckham is she loves a suit. She knows how to work a suit beautifully. Look at that long lapel. Very nice. She actually, yeah, I mean, a lot of her designs feel very British. Feel like if you're walking the streets of London. That is sort of her vibe. Her signature, if you will. Yeah. So I can't tell if it's all bare mittens. Oh, it is. Oh, look at the little purses. So how is that? Oh, it's just like a dicky hoodie. Interesting. With the pleated front pants. And yeah, that was a really unique look. And the robes. Very cool. Very unique. Okay. Beautiful. And she is really talented. Like, I just wish more people follow Victoria Beckham's collections because she really is an amazing talent. Her designs are always unique. She always uses the best fabrics. It's always fresh. It's always something interesting. You may not always love it, you know, but she puts it out there, and I love her for that. Drop some comments and let me know. Are you a Victoria Beckham fan? Because we are doing live chat, so we can talk about the collections together. Let me know if there is a collection you'd like me to see. You can drop that in the chat. Oh, look at this little unique. Oh, look at that little unique ruffle. Okay, sexy but not overt. That's Victoria. Look at this. Wow. So unique. So cute. It's like sweet without being overly sweet, you know? So unique. I've never seen that. Really cool. Oh, and look at this sweater. Oh, love that sweater. Look at this. Man, she is gorgeous in this collection. Wow. Just wow. And again, it might not be your cup of tea, which I say about a lot of the collections that I cover. Oh, shoot. We got a little moment. Spell moment. Go back out. But like I say about a lot of collections, you may not love it, but you have to appreciate the artistry of it. It may not be something you want to wear. It may not be something anyone you know wants to wear. but please appreciate it for the art that it is. I mean, these designs are very unique and beautifully crafted. Love this whole over the shit, like holding the bag that way. Because how many times did the strap fall off? 1,000 times and you're sick of it. But to be able to hold it like that would be cool. Okay. Little worker suits, jumpsuits. I like it in the black. I don't know how much I love it in the panel. Oh, great knit dress. Look at that. Oh, wow. Beautifully ribbed knit dress. Serve, sister. You served it. Yeah, I don't know how much I love it in that color, in that cream camel color. But these rib knit dresses are everything. Okay. And I should have mentioned that also, that being a Brit, she can craft a coat for sure. A trench, a coat, a fall coat, a winter coat, a evening coat. Victoria Beckham can craft the damn coat, that is for sure. Okay, since that was hot, now I'm going. Wow, love this look. Loving the gray. He's giving us good color palette, good fabric, as always. Yeah. I said that like it was a shock. That is not uncommon for Victoria. She knows her shit, for sure. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at the design. Wow. And these little bags are so precious. Naturally, everything would need to be flat for you to use them. By the way, you guys, I am hating how this angle on these 75 tips is horrible. So I apologize. Every time I look at myself in the monitor, I'm just like, oh, how many tens can I add to my face? Looking down like this. Here, hold the necklaces. Beautiful. Sir. I love how she's doing these cutouts in this like unique wave like pattern. Very cool. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, streaming. There we go. Oh boy. EB, you never see her initials on anything. That's uncommon, but I love it. She's not a girl that does a lot of logos, and even when she does a print, it's very subtle. She may do a print in spring, summer, but she doesn't do a lot of loud prints and logos, and that's definitely not her style, because she doesn't wear that kind of stuff. I've been working these rings all day. Time for me to beautify. I've been going since 8 this morning, so it is time for me to start undoing. Beautiful collection. She crushed it. Crushed it. Absolutely beautiful. There's no denying that there are major sellable pieces. I just love this unique, like, how did she think of that? To come up with that jacket and just do like a dicky hoodie. That is so amazing. And then put that pinstripe down, put that pleat down the front of the pant. Like this whole look is so, like, it's sexy but business, but casual and athletic, and I'm blown. I'm blown. I'm blown. Honestly, she did it. She did it with these looks. That little curly cue instead of like a traditional ruffle. Come on. She really did that. I mean, that is, drop a comment. Let me know if that's something you've ever seen before. But I certainly have never seen that design that looks like little curly Q rolls. Never seen that. Out of all the years I've been studying fashion, I have never seen that design. So, love it when I, you know, see something unique on the runway. And let's see how it will translate to the actual what goes into the stores and how it's going to be sold and how it will be received by the public. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how many retailers will actually pick up those pieces and what pieces they pick up. I think the one with the coat, definitely, that is definitely going to be going into stores and selling out like hotcakes. And I think that this white piece, this final piece, this little jacket, the fact that it has the BB on it, I think will also be a sellable, collectible piece. Because again, it's a piece with Victoria's logos, her initials, which she never does. She's not one to throw her logo on her pieces or her name on anything. So that's a very unique, unusual detail to have on a piece, and I think it will sell. I think that's going to definitely sell, especially the people that collect Victoria. Look at her; she's so adorable. Look at how precious. We love her. We love her. It was fantastic, Victoria. You crushed it. You crushed it this season, and absolutely nailed it. And listen, I'm saying this like it's unheard of. She crushes it pretty much every season. He's pretty much in my books flawless when it comes to her collections. I mean, what was it? Just a few years ago or a year ago when she was coming out on crutches, like she was injured badly in a horrible wreck and still carried on and put forth her collection. Love that. Love her. Great collection. All right. So let me cross it off my list. We started with Victoria. All right. Let's italicize it so we know. Okay. Victoria in the bag. Such a great collection. Let's see. What's next? Let's do. So, okay. We did a long one. Let's do a short one. Let's do Raban. Now, naturally, studying fashions as long as I have, I naturally remember the house as the house of Paco Rabanne. And I remember the days when Mr. Rabanne was still designing for the house. The Paco Rabanne was a huge designer in the 60s. So a lot of his pieces will reflect that era sometimes, but always modernized. So sometimes you get little nods of that. Let's see what they'll do this season. Look at the mixed medium coats. Very interesting. I wonder how it's keeping together on that one side. Very unique. Look at the skirts. Oh, we've seen so many furs this season. Fur, 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 fur. It's going to be everywhere fall, winter. So save up if you want real. And right around this time of year, in the season, you can get some really good deals on real fur because everybody's doing huge sales right now. So find a fur, go do it in a estate sale, see if you can find furs that way. These actually are looking faux, but it does look like a lot of faux furs and just fox furs in general are going to be a trend next season for sure. Because so far we've seen furs in Milan and now in Paris. So, okay, really cool. Very unique pieces. I just wish that the quality was coming in a little better. Let's see if it's on my end. Which it could be. Apologies. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna pause it because I think that that we are on low quality here. Yeah, sorry. There we go. We want to see all the designs in their glory, all glory, low quality here. Look at what we would have missed. Look at how gorgeous this cardigan, this sweater set is. And I'm loving this unique detail cut out necklace coming through. Very cool. Oh, that 60s vibe in that. These are just really beautifully crafted designs. I'm loving. I believe that. Now on the men's coat, now I see how those pieces work. Now I see how that coat works. Makes so much sense. And you know, Gigi is at least I know she did the fragrance for the house, the Rabanne. I know that a lot of the young girlies are going to be looking at this house this season and next because they are starting to see a lot more of their idols, their influencers, sponsoring the house. So yeah, I think it may get a lot of attention this season. You may see a lot more Rabanne and hear a lot more influencers talking about the house. The clothes are beautifully crafted, absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Yeah, that is gorgeous. The color of that sequin is so beautiful against that thick. Oh, and then the sequin, the blue in the back. Come on, crushing. I love it. I'm loving the color palette. I love blue and brown together. I just love that company. So, but to do it in those pieces will let burn out. It's like a cutout burnout and then an underlay. Wow. Very unique. but definitely fresh. Like I think, like I said, I a lot of this house um, takes inspiration from the archives of the '60s, and you are getting nods of that. But it looks like this season they really freshened it up. It could be a new creative director for the house that is really freshening this up so that it is going to be for a younger customer. Um, Typically, the house has been known to see like these getting the word, like not plastic, but like clear plastic. Yeah, like that's very '60s, that feel, you know. So there's still elements, but then they mixed it with. But this is crushing it. This is I'm loving this. Yeah, I don't know who the new creative director is or if it is a new creative director, but they really crushed this collection. It's beautiful because it's so fresh. Like this is really going to be for the younger girls. This is going to be for the it girls, definitely. The young entrepreneurs, the young CEOs are going to just run for this collection. As you can see, like in the audience, there's very few younger customers, but I think they're trying to capture that audience. I think they're trying to capture that demographic. I would have liked to see a few more menswear pieces because the menswear pieces they did do were spectacular, but absolutely beautiful. And that clear acetate plastic that is so using that material, using that fabric, but then mixing it with faux fur on another level. Very unique, something I've never seen. And those skirts, I've seen a few of those tonight and last night. Very good. Whoever he is, because if you heard from last night, I'm not Googling all of the um, creative directors because it's usually just too hard to do that. However, I decided that next Fashion Week, next season, when we cover the spring summer 2026 collections, I will do my best to have all of that up for you guys and know exactly who the new creative director, if the creative director has changed, if it's new. When I was doing my blogs, it was a lot easier for me to do that research, but for the streaming, I have not been doing that. But we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. All right, we've got some good stuff here. Let's start back at our list. Chanel, Courage. We can do the Courage show. We can do Givenchy, Hermes, Lacoste, Vuitton, Saint Laurent, Schiaparelli, Valentino. Man, some good collections. Boy, all right. Next up, Valentino. Let's get it in. Valentino, Le Maître. Oh, La Mecca. La Mecca Theatre des Intiments. Intimate. So, intimate theater. La Mecca Intimate Theater. Okay.
I was an angel living in the garden of evil. Screwed up, get doing anything that I needed. That medicine I
What was the collection we just did?
Give it to me slowly.
Did we do Courage? No, we're back. Got it. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of lingerie inspired since it is all about intimate. Intimate. Why am I not saying that word correctly? Intimate pieces. So I'm expecting to see quite a bit of lingerie inspired designs. Valentino. I don't think I really need to go too deep into the house. If you know anything about fashion, Valentino. Definitely for I was gonna say for an older customer, but not always. I mean, typically it's just more for the more established women wear Valentino. Um, you know, like first ladies and heads of state and things like that. But of course, obviously, the masses all wear Valentino. Mostly the handbags are the big sellers for the house. Um, that's really what sells more than anything. But look at this collection. Come on. There's a ton of great sellable items in here. Those jeans are everything. Good coats. Another thing, if you haven't been following along with the collections, we talked about sheer. We're like, sheer's not going anywhere. But also, we're getting the oversize again. This young lady is looking a little too thin. I don't know that that's a healthy look to see on the runway, but I digress. That's my opinion. Obviously, she's booking. So, who am I to say? Who am I to pass judgment? But again, they do a wide range of pieces because they do try to capture a wide demographic of clients to the house. So you will see things that are for an older customer as well as a younger customer. Um, Naturally, they try to keep things fresh season by season, update things. Um, and, like I'm seeing some pieces that are a bit of a miss. I'm seeing some pieces that are bangers. So it's as a stylist, I am able to pick apart a look and not just see it for what it is on the runway, but to be able to see it like for a client and what they would like. And I could look at this piece and be like, you know what? I have a client that would love that robe, but may not like the bag or the shirt or the anything. So that is the way that you look at a collection. If this is your first time looking at a runway show, you're not just looking at the pieces head to toe. That's the way the designer wants to present it as a presentation, as entertainment. But that is not necessarily the way they expect you to wear it on the street. I'm loving that they're showing all of these older models. I love a house that shows older models on the runway. Okay, I'm liking the snake print dress. This little snake print mini. It's really cute. The styling is the choice. Am I loving all the styling? But the creative director signs off on the styling, and sometimes even does their own styling. So when they hire a stylist and they work with a stylist, it's usually the creative director's vision. So they are showing it the way they want to be shown.
Fuck yeah, give it to me.
Okay. Like I'm just not loving this down with the over peplum ruffle. I didn't love that piece, that sheer piece. I didn't love. Like if you're gonna give me sheer, I want sheer with some embellishment. I don't want it to be sheer for sheer's sake. That's my opinion. That's my style. I know. That you know I have clients that would feel differently. That would say, no, I just want the sheer to be sheer with no obstruction on it. And that's a choice, you know. I I will say that for a Valentino collection, I believe that they are experimenting with a lot of design, not necessarily fabric or color or anything, but they are um, playing around with a little bit of trying to make designs fresh for a younger market. And sometimes when designers do that, it isn't always successful. It's like kind of like stay in your lane. Like I think another designer that I've kind of felt that way um, recently is like Anna Sui. I think like she does what she does and she does it beautifully and has been doing it beautifully and still has customers clearly that want her collections and want to buy her designs. But when she tries to um, bring in a younger client, sometimes she misses the mark. And I feel like this collection, it is sort of the same thing. Are there sellable pieces? Yes. Are there a lot of unsellable pieces? Yes. Um, this may be a new creative director that is trying to evoke a bit of their creativity and their art into the house. I just don't know how successful it is. It's sort of like the first year that Sean started creating for McQueen. It was rough. It was rough going. And like another house, I think is still struggling is Moschino. I think that since Jeremy Scott left the house and it's been trying to find a new creative director, it's been struggling. And I'm feeling like this is so off brand for the house that there's going to be some blowback in the press. Um, I don't know how the critics are going to receive this collection. It's kind of a hodgepodge mishmash of you don't know what's happening. This reminds me a lot of the first year that after Jeremy Scott left Moschino. It's like, what in the fuck are you doing? Like, this makes no sense. It does. These don't even look like these people are going to the same event. It doesn't look cohesive. It doesn't look polished. It doesn't look like a well thought out collection. It's literally a hodgepodge of someone's ideas. And unfortunately, it's not a success. This is not a success. I'm sorry. This is a hot ass mess. This is just a mess. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. This collection is horrible. And as you know, I never looked at any other influencers that cover collections. I don't read any critics. I don't read anything about the collections. My opinions are my opinions, unbiased. Um, yeah, I never look at what other critics have said about a collection or about a garment or anything. When I give my opinion of a collection, it's what I think. Um, there may be critics that love it. There may be critics that's like, this is what the house needed, some shaking up, or whatever. I just think it's a fucking mess. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like it's even hard for me to want to pull pieces apart to see how they would feel like this cardigan, though. As I say that, this cardigan I'm loving.
Some of the hats are great, some of the scarves are great. Yeah, but like when you're more focused and thrilled about the accessories, that's a problem. These like 80s um printed knitted what like fishnet. No, no, no. I'm sorry. This is not a successful collection. I'm sorry. Okay, the jacket, all right, maybe. And yeah, like with it being influenced, I was definitely expecting to see a lot more lingerie inspired designs. Um, like even as a play on like you know, the bathroom scene in the heyday of the gay day. Like not even that, like not even the designs are reflecting that. So like one, why are we in the bathroom? Is it like this is where everyone gathers at an event or a party? Like I don't understand the concept of why we're in the bathroom. And what that has to do with the collection, how they relate to each other, what intimates has to do with it all, and this is just bad. Sorry, I hate it. Actually, this is like one of the worst collections I've seen from Valentino in a while, if at all. It's like what? It's like how does the Jester print relate to the lingerie inspired pieces related to these chic hip style pieces related to the like yeah, maybe if I read the inspiration behind the collection it may make sense, but it's a struggle. I will say I don't hate the styling. I just hate the design. I'm not a fan of these designs, I'm gonna be honest. There's like a piece or two here and there, but I'm not understanding the concept. And it's gonna tickle me pink when I go after Fashion Month, after I've done all of my collections and go back and look at the critics, and people are gonna be like, Valentino's new collection was amazing. People are on the wait list for all the designs. I'm not seeing it. This jacket, I love. But I love an embellished jacket. I'm not quite sure how I'm feeling about these shoe booty. And the reason I say this is because I haven't been able to get a good look at what they are, what they're made of, what the design is. Maybe up close, but this jacket though is everything. I need that immediately. But some of these shoe booty boot thingies, I'd have to see them up close to say, wow, yeah, I want that.
In the land of gods and monsters, I was an angel.
I do love those print style hats. I do love the hats. Not necessarily the balaclavas, but I do love the hats. I keep calling them print style hats. The fedoras, I should say. The fedoras, the newsboy hats. Love. I'm struggling. Okay, t-shirt. I'm struggling, you guys. Like, not even the prints work together. I'm so confused. The color palette is everywhere. And these, like, fishnet printed, like, I can't. Not, some of it looks so cheap. Like, some of it really does look inexpensive. cheap. Like some of the fabrics look cheapy. So, yeah, it's not a good look. This was not a good collection. I'm sorry, Valentino. Not a fan. Not a fan, man. Not a fan.
You got that medicine I need.
Okay.
Straight to the heart, please.
No, 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 no.
For me. God's dead. I said, baby, that's all right with
Like,
me.
like I said, when you see a collection, it's supposed to be cohesive. It's supposed to make sense where it looks like this person is going to the same event. You know what I mean? This is a hodgepodge of bullshit. I do the again. It had a couple of banging pieces in there, but I struggled. I struggled to get it. Okay, a new create. Yeah, yeah. Never seen this guy before. Don't know who he is. I can tell by the way he's dressed what his sort of aesthetic is. Clearly new to the house, and that was bad. That was really bad. Like he tried to put too much of himself and not enough of what the brand and the house stands for in there. This was all his own agenda. Now I need to know who it is. Because that was horrible. That was not Alessandro Michele. That was not Alessandro Michele. He was. It says as of March 28, 2024, Alessandro Michele is the new creative director of Valentino, succeeding Pier Paolo Picciolo, who stepped down after more than 2 decades at the brand. That is not Alessandro de Michele. Now, creative director 2025. As of March 2025, Alessandro Michele is the creative director. Okay, I'm sorry. If you knew Alessandro Michele, you would know that that is not who that is. Okay, here we go. No way. No way. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going down a rabbit hole. It is. He grew his hair out. He looks so different. It is him. Oh my God. Well, I'm sorry. This was a fucking train wreck, this collection. I don't know. I don't want to keep researching things while I have you guys on, just watching me research, but I'm shocked because uh, yeah, I'm just shocked, you guys. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on before I lose my shit. Okay. Okay, we're almost at the hour mark. So let's go ahead. Let's do our stretch. And then we're going to start on the second half. We're going to start getting into some of these big names: Givenchy, Hermes. Maybe we might do Lacoste, Vuitton, Saint Laurent. We still have Schiaparelli. We still have Miu Miu, Jacques Mus. We're going to look at this Jacques Mus, see if it's a show. If it isn't, we're going to look this Loewe thing, see if it's a show or not. So we've got some great thing coming up. And of course, we're going to end the night with Alexander McQueen. And I forgot we still have Chanel as well. So we're gonna hit some of these bigger name houses. The Courgette show, we're definitely gonna do second half, and then of course tomorrow night we're going to do the real biggies, the real heavy hitters. Now, normally Alexander McQueen I would do on night 3 of my fashion reviews. However, I am covering him tonight because it is his birthday. And I thought, in honor of his birthday, we should definitely cover his collection tonight, even though he is no longer he's no longer here. And his protege is no longer there. And we now have a new creative director for the house, which struggled the first few seasons, but finally found its feet and is now a lot more in tune to the vision that Alexander had instead of wanting to create just whatever he wanted. Um, Man, I'm still just blown away about this whole Valentino thing. So whoa. But anyway, in case you guys hear other voices in the house, there are other people in the house. My ex-husband is actually on the phone. So if you hear other voices in the background, the family is out in the living room, which is right outside of this door. And they're like watching TV and doing family things. So in case you hear other voices, that's what it is. And I mean, I guess I could mute. I guess I could mute me. So let's mute so that you don't have to hear that. But we'll be back 5 to 6 minutes. We'll get started with the second half of tonight.
All right, guys, I'm back. It's a little chilly outside, so I had to put my snuggie back on. Um, we're ready. Drop some comments. Doing live chat. Like I said, I didn't advertise for tonight, so not expecting too many visitors this evening, but it will be fun if people decide to join. Um, we are going to go ahead and dive right in to the next show. Let's see what we've got. I think we are going to start off with the Corrigé show. And actually, I think the Givenchy show is a bit longer, and the Saint Laurent show. Let's go ahead and do the Saint Laurent show. And we're going to share. Okay, and I will back it up, guys. I'm not going to let you see any parts of it. Okay. Full screen. Okay. Now, all right, sorry. It was spinning. I don't want you guys to miss a minute. All right. Now I'm sweating. Okay. Glasses on. As I said, the oversized is coming back mostly in the form of jackets and coats. Some more looser fitting pants, but for the most part, it's just one piece as opposed to like oversized top, oversized bottom that we have seen in seasons past. I have been sort of back and forth with the Saint Laurent house for a few seasons now. It can be hit or miss. So far, I'm seeing a lot of this like oversized silhouette. Let's see something else. Come on. But they are using a really wide color palette, which is nice to see. All right, this piece is working. Okay, I'm getting the vibe here. I have a feeling that this oversized silhouette is going to be very much a signature throughout this collection. I hope not. I hope they are going to give us some more fitted pieces. It is very much in the vein of the house, though. It does feel very Saint Laurent. The models, love to see it. This is reminding me a lot of that collection where the majority of it was sheer, where everything feels very one note. Like I'm not seeing innovation. I mean, this silhouette is not unique.
the silhouette has been done. It's been done by this house. It has been slightly modernized for 2025, but I'm gonna need to see some other silhouettes here. But I don't think they're gonna give it to us. I think it's gonna be pretty much this one note silhouette. It's like, okay, how many iterations of this look are you going to give us here? It's a lot of the same thing in different colors. A little boring. Little pieces, though. Yes. A lot of pieces. Well, I shouldn't say that because, like I said, they're giving you just a lot of the same thing in different color. I'm feeling a little
Stars,
nonplussed about
they
it.
come and go. They come fast, they come slow. They go like the last light of the sun, all in a blaze.
I'm bored.
All you see is glory. But it gets lonely there when there's no one there to share. You can shake it away.
They're just giving you the same thing in different colors. Like, I'm totally bored right now.
If you hear a story.
Okay, this now in a different print. I mean, ugh.
People lust for fame, like athletes in a game. They break their collarbones and come up swinging. Some of them are crowned.
This is going to be a very painful, 15 minutes?
Some are lost.
Oh, man, we're only 6 minutes in. We're going to get another 9 minutes of this. Oy.
But most have seen it all.
Yeah, I've seen it all. Can I see something else now?
They live their lives inside cafes and music halls.
Ah, a new fabric. Look at that. Same silhouette.
And they always have a story.
All right, Nina. I'll love me some Nina Simone.
Some make it when they are
the only saving grace of this entire
the world is done
scenario here.
Job.
Yeah, this collection is.
Later on, someone will say you've had
so
your day. Now you must make way. Don't they always? But you never know the pain.
I know the pain, Nina. I'm feeling it right now.
Using
in this
a
collection.
name you never owned. The years of forgetting.
I cannot believe that this is what they are showing.
That you who gave the crown have been let down. You tried to make amends.
I'm trying to find the good here, you guys. And I haven't seen Bella on the catwalk in a minute. That's the most refreshing, exciting thing that I've seen tonight in this collection. Is that Bella returned to the catwalk. Oh my gosh. It's just all the same thing. Oh, look, a different silhouette. Finally. This far into the show. Finally. Something different. Not that it's unique or special or amazing. I'm just glad that it's something else. All right, so the evening wear they're giving us a little something unique. Right. I don't love it. The jacket's great. And I actually don't mind that piece, that look together. These drop-waisted gowns are actually very lovely. But the day wear is struggling. Okay, and I don't know that I like that with the turtleneck. I mean, I get it, kind of the high-low sort of a thing where you're wearing more casual or something more formal, like sneakers with a suit. You know what I mean? That kind of a vibe. So I am digging this. This is some kind of feeling. Yeah, now that I've seen it a few times, I like that turtleneck with the leather jacket with a ball skirt. I like that vibe. That's something somewhat unique, something fresh, something you haven't seen. Thank goodness that there was some redeeming qualities toward the end of the collection. Otherwise, I would have been screaming. And like I said, like when it first starts off, you're like, okay, it's exciting. And then once you realize that a lot of it is just all the same silhouette with slight differences and different colors, but pretty much all the same silhouette. I just would have liked it to be a little bit more varied. You know, have some of these pieces, but then give us some other blouses that we could, you know, incorporate into our wardrobe. But little pieces, Sal, absolutely. I would have liked to see more handbags. I mean, it's one of their biggest sellers are their handbags, and we saw none in this collection, which is very surprising. Some of these like acetate plastic fabric designs aren't horrible. You know, I can see some pieces being very sellable, but I just think that as one whole collection, it just felt very flat and very redundant. It's like, okay, blouse and skirt, blouse and skirt, blouse and skirt, blouse and skirt, blouse and skirt. Where were the trousers? I mean, YSL does incredible trousers, and we got none. Not a single pair of pants in the entire collection. Surprising. Or did they do a few lace pieces? No, I think those lace pieces were skirts. And listen, I love a good pencil skirt. Who doesn't? I even love some of these 80s style big shoulder pad dresses, mini dresses. You know, it's a fresh take on that 80s design. And of course, Yves Saint Laurent was big in the 80s. I mean, naturally, they were on the map way before that, but in the 80s, it was a big house. So interesting. Yeah, this was just very long. Drop some comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you love it? It could be your thing. You could be like, this is the best collection I've ever seen. Fashion is objective. You know, you love what you love. Don't let me sway you from what you love. I'm just giving you my opinion of what I'm seeing with my background knowledge of fashion. This was, I don't know, again, I've been a little nonplussed with the house. The fashion girlies do still talk about Saint Laurent and YSL. However, the pieces that they are mostly buying are coats and handbags, coats and bags. That is what the influencers that I follow when they purchase from. Yeah, all right. Nina Simone was the best thing of that day. And like I said, for a few seasons, it's been hit or miss with the brand. The critics love the house. They love what the to say it differently. All right, Saint Laurent in the bag. Let's see. I just am curious about this Jacques Mousse. Let's see if this is their actual show. I said whether this is a show or not. Anytime I can see this much of Paris, I'm happy. And it is, or I should say, it isn't unusual for a house to show outside of Fashion Month or Fashion Week. So, like I said, this very well could be their most recent collection for the house. Okay, first of all these people are fabulous, and I love that they have the camera in the elevator. It's so cute. Okay, they're featuring this gorgeous girl. Oh, next to Anna. And yeah, Anna Wintour to come to Paris outside of Fashion Month, knowing that she, oh, and that was Pamela Anderson, knowing that she was going to be back in just a few weeks for the collections. You know, you are a house. Anna Wintour like happy. And all the girlies are loving Jacques. Again, buying a lot for him. But ooh, Christy Turlington, looking stunning. Is that like a toy or is that a real whip stitch? Or not whip stitch, but a real stitch. Very beautiful. And we've seen a lot of these wide Oakley belts across Jack. Oh, all of them, all of the supermodels from my day. Wow. She's really taking a back seat this season, this model. Our full figure, gorgeous girl. She was working the catwalk for so many seasons, like season after season after season. And yeah, she, I think, turned out because we didn't see her at all, I don't think, last season. But I'm glad to see she's back. Wow, beautiful. Love it. And it's not really an oversized with an oversized. It's more a really unique silhouette. Look at this. Again, the Obi belts, the big wide belts. They're going to be everywhere. If you don't have them, start getting them. Gotta get them while they're on sale. These just season sales. Wow, look at that silhouette. Talking about silhouettes. But you see how it's a mixture in this collection, where it's got all that same silhouette. We're getting just stunning. Just the colors. Just the, oh, I'm just swelling over here. Oh my God, look at the beauty. Oh, so beautiful. Love that. The stark white and that green. That's such a good combination. Should be seen. Crushing this. Absolutely crushing it. Those bags, the glove, everything's going to be flying out of the stores. Look at this. Look at this silhouette. The earrings. Look at the bag. Oh, look at that bag. That is going to fly out of the stores. Oh my gosh. Oh, Leah Betty. And they have all of these supermodels from my day. Barely any makeup, and they are looking stunning. These bags that hang from the strap, oh my God, those are going to fly out of the store, you guys. Get on the waiting list now if you want one. That is not going to stay in the stores long. Oh, it's so stunning, chic, elegant, and luxury, and oh, it's just screaming everything to me. From the music to the venue to everything just says luxury. It's just oozing money, oozing wealth. Wow. Look at this dress. Oh my God. Guys, they are crushing it. It's so elegant. Look at all the different silhouettes. Look at all the different fabrics. I mean, this is the collection. And I'm telling you that those bags, those little clutch bags are going to go out the door. Look at that ostrich bag. Oh, I know that's expensive. Oh my God. Just love it. Just love it. Look at this dress. Oh. Come on, handsome. Oh man. I'm so glad I found this, because if I had missed out on this collection, I would have been so angry at myself. Oh my God. This dress is everything. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Those marabou feathers, what is that fabric? Is it a wool? Oh. Wow, just stunning. Look at these clutches. Look at them. Come on, you guys. Oh my God. Oh, look at them doing this dress. Oh, so unique. All the When I went to that, oh my god, oh my god, oh, I just don't know what to say. Look at it, slinky ink, sister, slinky ink. With that walk, that slinky ink walk. That's deliver. All the little details with the little, like, brass or gold or whatever, the little details.
Oh my God, look at this coat.
The marabou feather. The marabou feather of it all. Wow. So elegant. This is a little more tame. Like, you can see a lot of women wearing this piece. Oh, don't make me mad. Look at the whole side is out. What? The whole side is out. Wow. That was so sexy. That understated sexy that you have no idea. That is stunning.
Laissez-le-moi encore un peu, mon amour.
That was amazing.
Un jour, 2 jours, 8 jours.
Absolutely stunning.
Laissez-le-moi encore un peu à moi. Le temps.
Oh my goodness. Hold your flowers, buddy. All the flowers to you, my friend.
Le temps.
All right, let's do Colliger. Let's not that. Okay.
Body and your soul. It's the power to arouse curiosity, the purpose, the goal which one acts on, a journey of force, hot
right,
like
listen.
the sun and wet
Y'all
like
need to
the
get
rain.
the back in shape because there's a lot of side back out.
Prolong an act of sense.
I'm trying to get my back together so I can wear some back out clothes next
Wrong
winter.
is right. It's the point of greatest intensity.
Even by this summer, that's the goal. By summer,
Feelings of warmth and
we're gonna do the back out.
willing and
But I got a few
sensations of the
jelly
mind.
rolls back there. Nothing is screaming I need to buy it so far. I'm reserving judgment. Still early days here. Courage is another brand that was made it big in the 60s. So a lot of the cutouts and sort of 60 reference, you're gonna see hints of that throughout the collection. These unique silhouettes, cutouts, but obviously freshened up and modernized for 2025. So, but they were one of those brands that created some really innovative, unique pieces in the 60s and 70s. A lot of chainmail that was very big, futuristic designs of the 60s and 70s. Barge was all in it and did it obviously in a Parisian style, very much for that city. Um, and even here, you can see, like the cutouts and things like that. I'm not really a fishtail skirt type of a girl. That's not really my vibe. But I can see how it would work for certain people.
The realm.
Yeah, and it also has to depend on the way that it's cut, and how long it goes, because I am a short stature, so it has to, like the ones that go all the way to the floor, maybe not for me, but in an asymmetric style that's maybe below the knee, that will work in my world. Again, I am short, so those are lashes that they're wearing. I thought that was part of their makeup. I love a sailor pant, and this inspiration style pant is everything. There's some pieces. There's definitely some bangers in here. I love anything that gives you that sailor pant style. And I also, I should say that I am loving these bags, clutch bags. Very unique design. They are showing you something very different. I love that. Something like this skirt where it only goes like knee length, better for me. So some of these are really in leather. I'm not loving this piece, but not every piece has to be a banger. Not every piece has to be a seller and wind up in stores. Sometimes it's just there to round out the show, fill in the gaps of the collection. I love a good knit dress. I don't know that I love that one. And the cut of the leathers. Oh, I get it now. They're doing it in this asymmetric. I thought it was just slit on the side, but it's actually that it's short in the back and long in the front, which is very unique. And you're always going to get that with Target. You're always going to see something you've never seen before. They definitely know how to handle it. And they do love a low rise. A low rise, a back out. It's always sexy in an unusual sexiness to it. I love. Yeah, see how it's going really quick. But if you notice that the cut of the pants, it's asymmetric where it's shorter and longer in the front, which is really super cool. And if you are a fashionista, I can definitely see running out to buy those. Okay. Like, this is very on brand for the house. They're not doing anything outside of the brand box, they are obviously innovating and doing some unique things, but it's all within the mission of the brand, which I love. So yeah, where are your arms gonna go in that? How are you going? Is it just a cape? But yeah, you can't move your arms in it at all. Is it a poncho? Is it a cape? Oh,
The ultimate seduction.
yeah, that last peak was very unique. I wonder if it was just like I wore a cape earlier today, but I was at least able to put my arms through it in some way. And maybe you can. Maybe it's just the way that it was presented. You can't tell, but I would definitely need to be able to move my arms at some point. All right. Was it an amazing collection? No. Was it a good collection? Yes. And I definitely think, like I said, it's within the brand wheelhouse. Nothing is too outrageous. Nothing is too, over the top. There's innovation there. The color palette is very simple. A lot of brands kept to this exact color palette and didn't give us any color at all. So you're getting the blacks, the creams, maybe sometimes you'll see gray, sometimes you'll see the black and white, the stark white, the winter whites and creams. And that was it. There were a few collections in Milan that we saw that was like that. I'm like, man, no one's really giving us any color. So Nicola, good job. Nicola de Felice. Really good job. But like I was saying, there were quite a few collections. The first night that I did Milan, I was like, okay, I guess color is out because no one was showing color. Everything was black, white, gray, cream, winter white. That was all you got. All right, so let's check out this Loewe thing just because I'm curious, and it's only 4 minutes, so we'll throw that in there. But I am still going to look for the Loewe.
One thing that you need to know is that Joseph Albers almost defined the word charisma. Annie was no less dynamic than Joseph. She was also an irresistible person. Annie and Joseph Albers moved from Germany to the U.S. because the Third Reich had closed the Bauhaus School. As soon as they arrived at Black Mountain College, someone asked Joseph what he wanted to do there. And he said, "I want the eyes to open." That was the best he could say in English. Joseph's best-known student from Black Mountain was the artist Robert Rauschenberg. He taught many people whose names you don't know and won't recognize. And those students were equally important to Joseph as were the famous ones, sometimes more important. Annie, as a teacher, was extremely impressive. Her interaction with her students was very much a matter of taking them back to the very beginning and enabling them to understand their craft in all of its simplicity before they went on to understand it in its complexity. To understand Annie Albers' approach to art, you have to think of her love for process. She made art by immersing herself in the process, being open to the end results, not having preconceived ideas, rather going with the flow. And she would say that she listened to the voice of the materials.
Wow.
When we look at an Annie Albers weaving, we begin to move our eyes around and we're in a perpetual dance.
Wow.
Annie had the difficulty in her life that many people did not regard textiles as art. It was the battle of her life to get people to think that textile art could be the equal of any other form of painting or creating visual experience.
True.
We all experience color differently. And it was very important for Joseph Albers that his art demonstrated that point. He didn't expect two people to have the same reaction to a single painting. He had you open your eyes by exposing you to these wonderful experiences of looking at color and seeing more and more things the longer that you looked. If one wants to figure out Joseph Halbers's working method, particularly with the homages to the square, which are the paintings for which he's best known, he explained to me that he painted the way that he spread butter on bread. He never painted with a brush, nor did he ever use tape, in spite of his clear love of straight lines. He adhered to a formula so that there were equal quantities of different colors, yet one would have the impression, for example, that there was far more pink in a painting than there was orange. Well, that's because of the voice of pink. For Joseph, painting was very much of a spiritual experience. When you look at the Halberses' work, you have this keen sense of people experimenting and not knowing on all occasions what the results will be. The Halberses' work, for all of us, can represent an approach to extreme discipline and at the same time a powerful sense of poetry.
Beautiful. I'm not exactly sure. Sorry about that, guys. I hit the wrong button there and ended up removing myself. But let me get back. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that related to Loewe, but it was definitely an interesting um it was definitely an interesting piece to watch. So let me see. Am I back on my StreamYard? Okay. Am I still sharing? Yeah, you guys, I do apologize. I don't know what happened there. Well, actually, I do know what happened. I hit the wrong button and basically deleted myself. Okay, that was really interesting. So let's move on to, okay, let's see what we got. We did Valentino. Let's do Schiaparelli. We still have time for Schiaparelli. And no, we did Corbusier. We still have time for Schiaparelli and McQueen. So let's first start with the Schiaparelli show, see where we are on time, and go from there. Gigi, starting the show with JJ. I love a Gigi moment. She's so beautiful. So cool. And now Schiaparelli does do the oversized on oversized. It's a staple of the house, not trying to follow any trend. And Schiaparelli does not always follow trends. It will be interesting now that Bella is back to the catwalk. Welcome back, Bella. We missed you. If she's also going to be in the Schiaparelli show. The girlies are still talking Schiaparelli and still buying Schiaparelli. Of course, it's a very old house. It's been around for, oh my God. It has been around for forever. It's just that now all the girlies all of a sudden have caught on to Schiaparelli, and it's sort of refreshed and revived the house. And yeah, Schiaparelli's been doing Schiaparelli for forever. It's just that now all of the girlies have picked up on the fact that Schiaparelli is amazing. Their designs are always unique. They don't follow trends. They don't try to stay up with what everyone else is doing. They will always do what they want. It's always overly enveloped. It's always overly decorated. It's always over the top, and that's what we love about Schiaparelli. Another house that blew up in the 60s that all had all kinds of unique and innovative cuts and designs and silhouettes, things that people had never seen. Very that 60s vibe, that futuristic, or what was futuristic in that day. And so, yeah, Schiaparelli has also been very high lux house. They don't do anything cheap, and like I said, everything is always highly decorated and embellished with the finest of the fine fabrics and materials. So I'm loving this collection. It's very much the house for giving us what they are known for. Things that are over the top. It's gonna be like, this is Schiaparelli. The necklace and the bracelet, the necklace with the earrings with the slim fitting silhouettes. Beautiful. And yeah, they will give you the shoulders. That is a big signature, and Schiaparelli is shoulder emphasis for sure. Oh yeah, it looks like we're only gonna have enough time to finish out Schiaparelli, do McLean, call it a night, do everything else tomorrow. And I'm trying to spend time with my son, you guys. You know how I usually try to go at least 2.5 hours, if not longer, but I'm trying to shorten it up so I can spend a little bit of time with him before he goes to bed. Beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Man, I'm getting hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Beautiful. This is perfection for this house. I mean, it's what they do. They never disappoint. They're always going to give you something amazing. You know, some people might be like, this is so over the top, it's so gaudy, it's so that Schiaparelli. It's what people want, it's what we expect from this house. If they didn't give us these types of pieces, we'd be upset. You'd be like, what happened? Why nothing over the top? Why nothing extra? You know, it's what you expect from the house. They don't do subtle. It's not every day wear. They're not going to give you jeans. They're not going to give you t-shirts. They're not going to give you simple button downs. That's not what Schiaparelli is for. That is not what this house is about. Nothing is ever going to be subtle. Honestly, there's nothing subtle when they create. I mean, nothing. Not the pants, not the shoe, not the bag, not the top, not the dress, nothing. Nothing's going to be just, oh, here, let me just give you a simple basic dress. Oh, no. Okay, and so yeah, when they're gonna give you denim, it's not gonna be just a simple denim. It's gonna be something amazing. Whether they did something unique with the material of the denim or the cut of the denim, yeah, it's not gonna be like, yeah, let me just give you a simple straight leg, or let me give you a simple boot cut, or let me give you a wide leg jean. You ain't getting that. Schiaparelli's like, you can go to other houses for that. You ain't gonna get that over here. And I will say, that is a good point. Like, unless it is a house that is known for denim, like Diesel. And even Diesel didn't do that much denim this season. Not a lot of denim. We have not seen a lot of denim at all. Look at that piece that with the buckle at the top of that. Come on. Yeah, all these sculptural artistic pieces, like with faces and things like that. That's what Pirelli's known for. They are an art house. They don't give you the little symbols. Here's a little basic blazer. They ain't giving you that. And I love the way that they're doing the wide belt trend, which we talked about. It's definitely going to be a trend. Big wide belts, obi belts, on coats, on pants, on dresses. They're going to be everywhere. And I love how they're doing it where it looks like multiple belt. Now, whether they are multiple belts, I don't know. Or if it's just one belt that looks like multiple belts in a sculptural design, is actually what I'm thinking it is. And it was amazing. That was amazing. That whole collection was incredible. All right, you guys, we're going to round the night out with the Birthday Boys collection. Lee, here we go. Celebrating you, Lee Alexander McQueen. Although the creative director, Sean Fair, I can't remember. I can never remember his name. He's finally coming into the house. I think he's finally starting to, like, he got it out of his system what he wanted to create and realized that the customer doesn't want a particular thing, and he's starting to deliver that. He's starting to infuse a bit of he's starting to incorporate a little bit of Lee. He's starting to incorporate a little bit of you guys keep watching them. Totally drawing up on its own. Sarah Burton, for the life of me, could not think of it. So yeah, he's finally starting to merge those three. A little bit of Lee, a little bit of Sarah, a little bit of him. So he, like his first collection was just all his idea, just throwing it out on the runway. But he realized it. I gotta look at the archives. I gotta see what the house is about. And I gotta deliver more of that because that's what the customer is gonna buy. That's what the customer comes to the house looking for. So he is definitely gradually coming more into his own and really just vibing better with the house, but still having his voice and vibed into it. Like when I see a new creative director for a house, I still want to say that's McQueen. You know what I mean? I still want to say that's Schiaparelli. I still want to say that's Dior. Say no wrong. You know what I mean? I still want to feel the original creator's vision in some way. And he's delivering it. Like this jacket is gorgeous. And these witchy clothes on the season dudes are lovely. They're like witchy clothes. I love it. You gotta be from my age to know what witchy clothes is. Love it. Love it. All right. is because you know Lee is going to innovate. Lee gave you innovation. Lee gave you things no one had ever seen, no one had ever done. Shoes, bags, garments. Made a show. And pieces would, I mean, the women would snap them up like butter on a biscuit. And not to wear. People did not buy McQueen to wear. It was to have in their collections as archival, artistic pieces of art. Okay, not every look is a banger. You know. I like that he is giving us his voice. Okay, I need to give you these, and I need to give you the house, but I still need my voice. And you can see it. And yeah, he's innovating. I mean, women can. The Queen was known for the skull, so I love to do that. You know, that's all I ask, is to still give a little nod to the original creator of the house. You know, and Lee would always do things unexpected, like this right here. It wasn't always like over the top crazy. Sometimes he would just give you lovely designs. I'm just obsessed with these biscuit shoes. I really am. Now, what is his name? I can never remember the new guy's name. It's like Sean. When was Alexander McQueen born? March 17th, 1969. They're only a few weeks apart from each other, and he is a Pisces. Does that surprise you? I don't want to see that. It's a Sean McCurr. As soon as I looked it up, I knew it. Sean McCurr. Yeah, this is so Lee. Like, this is so Lee 2025. Like, he's going to give you those printed tights. And by the way, I know it has been probably decades since you have been to the hosiery section of the department store. But hosiery is making a big comeback in all these different styles. Embellished stocking, not tight, stocking. And like I said, it's probably been a decade or more since I've been to the hosiery section. But get out there this summer and get prepared, because it's going to be everywhere come fall, winter. Gorgeous. Loving this look at itself. All right. And like I said, like, I knew the first thing that John created for the house. I was like, okay, he's clearly just trying to get all of his vision. You know, he's really just trying to make a name for himself. Stamp on the house and say, hey, look, you know, it's not Sarah's house anymore. It's not Lee's house anymore. It's my house. But I think he quickly realized that that was not going to fly with the hardcore McQueen customer. That you needed to still give us a little bit of what put the
stress out too much. Let's trust when you get out.
You can just come in and completely flip the house around. Say,
gone days are gone. If they're not, then we get round it.
Anything that gives a nod to
anyhow, any means, how I get found it. whole world at my feet, me when I step out.
I wonder how many, I mean, these shoes are next
Stress out too
level.
much, learn to trust when you get out.
And I will say that even though
The gone days
is
are gone,
my
if they're
favorite
not, then we get round it.
designer of
Anyhow,
all
any
time,
means,
has
how I
been
get
one
found,
of my
we get
favorite
found in
houses
life. What a
for
sight now, trip
decades.
mountains. And I think I
You
found
hear a
me.
lot of the girlies
Green
talking about,
grass
oh,
with
I
the
went to
grass
McQueen and I
never
bought this, that, and
we
the other
dance and we laugh
thing.
at the
I
middle.
am a diehard McQueen fan.
Feeling
I
better,
will
much
buy
soon.
McQueen till the
Found
day
me,
I
and I
die.
think I found you. Grouchy couldn't pass to
You
my
know,
name.
that's
I
my,
smile and I dance at the
that's
rain.
what I like.
Have a drink to the pain.
And
Dark days never been
the
to the
store in
kings.
Paris is
Life
amazing.
sweet, and I think I
I
found
actually need
me.
to get the bracelet fixed that I bought
And I
first.
think I found me.
Because
Green grass with the
unfortunately,
grass
it was a
never
beautiful
We
bracelet
dance
for
to be
some
lost
crystals,
in
but
mess.
most of the crystals
Don't
fell
matter
out
if
of the
the dark
bracelet
don't
within the
let
first
out.
few months
I
that
just
I
hope my
owned it.
light still works.
And I never took it back to
Don't
get it
matter if
fixed.
the
I had
dark don't
contacted
let
them at one
out.
point, but it's been years, and I just keep it very lovingly in the bag with whatever crystals I was able to save. And I never wear it, but it's one of my favorite bracelets. I love it. And I wish I could wear it, but I'm so afraid to damage it or lose any more crystals out of it. But I do know that they have a McQueen store in Bethesda. So I'm just going to take it over there and see what they think they can do. Good scars, cool scars. I mean, I know that they're dragging them on the ground out of the bag, but those look like some really cool scars that'll definitely sell. There's some great sellable designs in this collection. They really did an amazing job. Did an amazing job this season. And again, I mean, they picked him as creative director because they knew that he could still do it. And they knew he could create for this house. And he's proving them right. He is proving them right. And you know, it looks like if he keeps on this trajectory, he could have a very long career with this house if he so chooses. You know, a lot of creative directors, they get into a really big house, a well-known house, look at these pieces. By the way, none of these pieces are lost on me. Look at this. Look at this. You did that? Beautiful. Like, that looks like something Lee would have created. You know? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. What I'm saying. Because that dress came down the runway and I practically fell over. I think I was talking about, like, you know, some of these older houses. You know, of course, they've had to modernize with the times and things like that. And each creative director brings something unique to the house. Now, when a creative director leaves a house, it could be for various reasons. It could be that, you know, they're not making enough sales and the owner needs to make an executive decision to find a new designer. But it could also be that, just like Lee at the same time, like when Lee was designing, he was also designing for Givenchy and for his own house at the same time. And, you know, he tried to do both for quite some time. I think that's basically what ultimately burnt him out, and other stresses just did him in. But, you know, he decided that he wanted to lose people. The same thing with Bob Marshall when he was at Chloe. He was like, okay, I've done this with me with Chanel. And he did that for years. And he created his own brand. And he was one of the unique ones that decided to do them both for the majority of his career. He never gave up the House of Chanel until he could physically no longer work. But I think that sometimes creative directors will be like, okay, I had my time at the house. This was great, but it's time for me to move on and either go to another house or start their own. So let's hope that Sean does decide to stay at the house. I think he could bring a lot of unique creativity and innovation to the house, and he really could put his own stamp on this house the way Sarah did. You know, I mean, I think that people forgot that Lena Queen was actually a designer because Sarah Burton designed longer, I believe, if I actually researched it. I believe that Sarah was creating longer than Lee was creating because we're talking about the McQueen house. Not that he was designing longer than McQueen because he was all over the place. But I'm talking about for the McQueen house. I think that Sarah, yeah, was, I don't know, how many years was, I almost want to do the calculation on that. Maybe by tomorrow night's live stream, I will have the answer to that. If Sarah designed for the house longer than Lee designed for the house. Just as a curiosity. Yeah. Oh, I'm just so hating that all my videos are gonna be this man. All my videos are gonna be this man. All my Paris Fashion Week is gonna happen. Absolutely stunning collection. I have no negatives, honestly. I mean, compared to the first time to now, night and day. It's like night and day. I'm surprised you didn't finish with that little baby doll number, because that was gorgeous. Loving it. What a show to finish the night on, you guys. Absolutely amazing to finish with McQueen. And if it were not his birthday, he definitely would have been at the end. All right. Great collection. You did it. Really, really good. Really, really good. He's such a cutie. You're doing amazing. He really, really is. He really, really is. What I will say is, Lee created some amazing denim, and I think that he also and Sarah created some amazing denim. So I can't wait to see when Sean gets into his denim era. When he gets into his denim era, oh man. Now, not to say he hasn't done denim. Like the first couple of collections he did house, he did some really amazing denim. And it was, I think, it was his second collection, because his first collection I was like, eh. And then the second collection, I was like, ooh, so many good denim pieces. Love, love, love. So, yeah, he found his feet really quickly, and he's been doing amazing. But we are going to end it for tonight, you guys. I'm going to go try to spend some time with my son before he falls asleep on me. And I got to get this makeup off I've had on all day. I'm sure it is not looking fresh at this hour of the day. So that's going to do it for me, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't know that I'm going to advertise for tomorrow either. I'm really not concerned about view count for these videos. It is sort of my reintroduction of getting back into the swing of things since moving from Belize. I'm still so far behind on editing videos and getting those up for you, but I wanted to get through the Fashion Month collections, and there are still, because I did not do New York at all. I just didn't have time with all my travel and everything else. I wasn't able to do New York. So I still would like to get that done at some point. The only collection that I am going to see now, if we end up with a ton of time tomorrow after we finish all of the Paris collections, we can add in other New York collections. But I am going to be finishing the night off with Tom Brown and Belmont. Those will be the last two. Normally it would be McQueen, Tom Brown, Belmont, not necessarily in that order, but those would be usually the last three collections that I do. But we had to honor Lee on his birthday. So happy birthday, Lee. We miss you. And by the way, Sean's doing amazing. So rest assured, the house is in good hands. He had some stumbles, but he's doing good. Take comfort in that, my friend. All right, you guys, that is going to do it. So join me tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are going to finish up the Paris collections and maybe throw in a few additional New York and some other goodies if we find them along the way. But I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. And until next time, stay fashionable. Bye.